Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. With that other team here in the metropolitan area, the New York Giants.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's complete to Golden Tate. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Golden Tate, 78 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone. Look, the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was a part of the defense that had to stand up. And on that play, not even close.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their own 24. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 25 on second down, Darnold, he'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Now third and 5.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
At their own 23-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Spike.
They'll set up to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
To throw again on second down. Darnold caught here by Griffin. And he goes out right around the 39. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw is Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mike 55. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Mike 55.
On first and 10, Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 54 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Darnold to throw again. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From a yard out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And the touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
Now, I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This quarterback now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's first and 10. Back to throw here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After the interception, here's Darnold on the slant. He gets it to Clark. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. A first down throw, Darnold. He's going to look deep down and touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. David Bass in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Ready?
1st down.
Mike 54. Ricky, 6-6. Pull it high. Check hot. Hit it.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Mike 54. You can't block me. Mike 54. Go.
2nd and 13. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 54. You must be dreaming. Right there. 54. Right there.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. 57. Mike 57.
They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Mike 54. No gain on this defense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
And goal at the Jets' 1-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
57 to Mike. Okay, double.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Rosas good with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Darnold. He's got it complete to Clark. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Darnold now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the 50, it's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Again, Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Darnold now to throw. Going for it all. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 2nd.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again is Darnold. This is caught. Clark now whistles in a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Tavecchio is good. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
31's the mic. 80 weapon. You got tape. You tape.
After the sack on first down, Darnold, and his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw, Darnold. Out right here to Herndon. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. Try
and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
50 seconds to mark.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
57, Mike 57. Hey, we got to get this stop here.
They're going to look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 7. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Mike 47, check Mike 47. Watch the out, watch the out.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. His throw incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 4 down.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's got an open man, Clark. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Darnold on 1st down. And again he finds Clark. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. Darnold now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To the air again, Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On second down, it's Bell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Here's Darnold. It's caught by Herndon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Darnold from the red zone now. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Play action. It's Darnold. Anderson a first down and more. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Darnold to throw again toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
This is third and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Check, 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 check. 50 seconds to mark.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Looking to throw. And no! It's incomplete. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
40 inside. 47 is the mic. I'm coming.
On first down, it's Darnold. He'll get it in the hands of Clark. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what?
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. There he goes, right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Check. Lucky.
Topper! Hey, Echo! Get it!
They'll look to throw. He completes it to Tate. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Ready? 50, plant. Hey, Delta.
Set a tone. Check 52.
Set up.
He'll look to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Hey, Haywood.
Right there. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Check Mike. Hey, watch. Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will get them 1 closer. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is impaired.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. In for the score. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Back to throw now on first down. That one caught by Ellison. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
61, matchbox light.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, check 25.
Hey, wahoo!
54, Mike.
Go.
They'll set up the throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
54. Here it goes.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
I got you, son. Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96.
They're going to look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
51 for Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike 51. Mike 51.
They'll look to throw here. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Jets, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in